All right, let's step into the multi-tool world for a second. Got a bunch of multi-tools. I mean, gobs of them. All from the ones that are guaranteed to be good to the ones that are tentatively good. This is the one I would say would be tentatively tolerable. The major reason is, quality control on these are not always great. I'm not saying it's not great on this one. I'm just using it. I'm using this because it has a unique feature, not extraordinarily unique, but you don't see it on every multi-tool. Is the socket wrench, the socket wrench piece of this multi-tool, and this is, of course, is the traditional multi-tool we all know. The 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 basic scissor relief, pliers, etc., and then the various different implements in here, saw blade, etc., straight screwdriver, get a better saw blades. I guess that's sort of a serrated type blade. Okay, we got screwdriver, can slash bottle opener, things along those lines. On the opposite side, we have a regular knife blade, sizable blade for a multi-tool, and those are the ones that were the most favorite. The reason I bought this one is for one reason. You don't find as many multi-tools out there that have a socket attachment. Now I've had socket attachments with this exact same setup before. Basically, it's adaptable to various socket sizes, because as you push them in, these little spines will clip around the hex of the particular socket. So it's workable and usable. I don't want to stress it too much because I'm not too sure of the exact strength of that. So if I look here, I believe I can find this, because this is an unusual socket tool. I have to pop this out, and then all of a sudden I have a socket wrench. And so I can use that. It doesn't appear to be a ratcheting socket wrench, but it will allow me to, to at least loosen up a bolt that's not too tight. Once again, I don't want to ever use this to really go in and attack a very strong hex bolt or rusted bolt, because I tend to think that these might be affected, but I can't testify to that because I haven't used it in any situation where that would be an issue. But this one is DR Friedel's. I would assume could be a German company. But at least it will allow me to use this as a pocket version. So I don't mind carrying this around in my pocket. I'm going to look at this is a classic Victorinox, and one I've just seen. It looks very much like one I have from my childhood. I'm going to talk about that later, but I just wanted to show that I do have a high-end multi-tools as well as low-end, and of course various plier type multi-tools all along the spectrum of old, established to weak. I don't know. I got a multi-tool addiction. In any case, I want to give you a look at this, and this is one. I think I got this off of Amazon, and I like the fact it has this socket attachment, because when you need an emergency socket wrench, it's not always. If I'm going to do any major repair on my cars, which I haven't done in years, I would go get a regular set of socket wrenches. I've got more socket wrenches, etc. You shake your finger at in the back of the van. This is a van life channel, basically. But I do like tools and bits and pieces, so I just want to give you a quick look at this. And I'm going to try this out, and then I'll probably give you an example of it. But I just want to show this, and it's pretty conceptually. It's a pretty good thing, Just put it on there, and you can turn it, and it can get to a pretty good size socket or a pretty small one. The small one's got to be larger than the internal hole here. where it puts in. So, you know, it's something to think about when you get a multi-tool. There are socket wrench multi-tools, and this is not the only. I'm sure this is not the only version. This is a version I know. I think I may have seen one or two others over a period of time. And like I said, this is a very generic multi-tool. I bought it off of Amazon, surprisingly enough. You can tell by the box. This is a generic, high quality, always suspicious. Anyway, I want to give you a quick look at this, and I will be back, and we'll be talking more about multi-tools. I've got 3 batteries, new batteries, to install in my van. I'm going to be showing that, not the old installation procedure, and these batteries are extraordinarily heavy. So, but I'll be working on that. So you're going to be seeing a lot of things. They've been sitting in my van for about a month or so because it's now the weather's good. It's early spring, and I want to do this now before it becomes hellish summer, which is not unusual in Texas. Anyway, I want to give you a quick look at this, and I'll be back. I'm still doing the fitness stuff, though I ate like somebody was going to steal my plate. I had a friend whose best friend was in town. I went out with them and had a very, very nice lunch / dinner type thing, and very, very nice people. Anyway, so that's basically what I've been doing, and I'll be back and be talking about more multi-tools. I've got them out the butt. I'm going to also review this. I'll give you a quick view of this. This is a, anytime you see a multi-tool that looks like it's in a jury box, it's not a good sign. And Victorinox, you know, that's sort of the, if not the Rolls Royce, it's the Mercedes Benz. Either way, it's an expensive multi-tool, multi-function knife. Well, I'm going to review that as I get to use it a little bit more. All right, but right now we're just looking at something more generic, and this is a cheaper one. No, 20, 30, 40 bucks. Can't exactly remember what the cost, but it's reasonable. This one was outrageous. Anyway, talk to you later. You have a wonderful day.